Yeah. Good evening, everybody. Welcome to the Talking Sports with Manny YouTube channel and podcast. We're going to be streaming on YouTube and various different platforms today. So, we're going to be talking waiver wire week 7. And, yeah. So, some of the predictions that I made last week, I said that Dak would have a good game. I said that Dak would be number 2 in the league in passing yards by the time that week 6 was over. I was very close. Dak is number 2 right now and not number 1. I also said that Ted McMillan will score his first touchdown, and he scored 2 touchdowns. So I'm excited for the predictions that I made. Some of the predictions that I made that was wrong. I said I would not start the Scatterbo. Can't even think of his first name. It's just I'm going blank right now. I said Scatterbo, not to start Scatterbo. Scatterbo actually had a great game. He had 3 touchdowns. So I kind of missed it and messed up on the Scatterbo prediction. But, it tends to happen. You cannot guess everything correctly every single time, right? So I am going to be going live on TikTok now just to kind of get that crowd in while the crowd on YouTube builds up. And then I'll start to discuss my starts and sits. Hope you guys had a great fantasy week this week. But I won the majority of my leagues, so I'm excited about that. So I put up a post most recently, and then I said I would what did I say in my post? I said I would trade for Rico Dowdle right now because he's rather cheap in dynasty leagues. You can grab him for a second-round pick or 2 seconds or whatever the case may be. I just seen somebody post on my TikTok saying that Rico Dowdle is nothing special. He says, yeah, no, he played the worst 2 defenses in the NFL. Rico Dowdle isn't special. He's the type that will be gone in 2 weeks. And that's fine. I'm going to continue to buy. Let me be the one to make that mistake. I get it. Everybody is out on Rico. People don't know how Rico is going to play. I'm not saying that Rico is going to have close to 200 yards from scrimmage every single week. What I am saying is that he's going to have a role in that offense. He's going to get volume. 30-something carries is 30-something carries. He's playing the Jets and he's playing Buffalo. Those are 2 other defenses that I want to partake of and then have him in my lineup to kind of get me more points. So it's going to be interesting to see how that shakes out. But that was a valid point by this guy. So, tons of running backs that I'm interested in starting this next week. Let's go ahead and go live. Let's go ahead and say week 7 starts and sits. Usually I would go live on both, but sometimes the YouTube crowd comes in and I want to maybe get to their questions, and then the TikTok crowd kind of takes over. So I kind of stagger it so that way I can kind of give everybody what they need. So now we are going live on TikTok. And then, let's have fun with this. So week 7 starts and sits. We're going to start with running backs. Some of the running backs that I like this week, Rachaad White. Rachaad White should have another good week this week, especially with Bucky Irvin already been declared that he's not going to play in week 7. So Rachaad White is locked in for another performance. He had an excellent performance in week 6 to where he averaged 17.6 fantasy points. And then he's been doing well in the absence of Bucky Irvin. So I'm expecting another big week. And I also expect Rachaad White to have a big impact in the running game. Not just the running game, but the passing game, because, obviously the Bucs have lost 3 of the top 3 wide receivers so far this year. So it's going to be interesting. For those that are coming on TikTok, appreciate you guys hopping on. If you guys like what you guys are hearing, go ahead and drop some hearts. Go ahead and drop some follows. And then we'll be doing some starts and sits. I will be getting to some questions, but I'm going to be more so giving my information and then coming back to the questions. Let me see. All right, so we got that going. All right, so moving on along, outside of Rachaad White, we have D'Andre Swift, who is a must start this week. He's going against the lowly New Orleans Saints, who struggle defensively all the way around. You have D'Andre Swift coming off of his best performance of the season, to where he put up 25.5 points per game versus the Commanders defense, who's been decent against the run, but he was able to kind of get outside and do some nice things. And the Saints are giving up at least, everybody that has played the Saints is like at least 16 PPR points per game. Somebody's asking Breece Hall or Tet for Saquon. I like the Breece Hall and Tet side. So yeah, D'Andre Swift coming off of a great game. He has a chance to be another great play this week. Somebody's saying, I need receivers, chilling with running backs. Should I get Wan'Dale and give away Vidal? I think it's even, but I would rather have Wan'Dale than have Vidal. Vidal had one good game. Wan'Dale has had multiple good games. Because I don't know what to do, man. Hey, sorry about your grandma, man. Prayers up for you and her. Gainwell or Montgomery? Give me Montgomery. Purdy or Henderson? Says Purdy and Henderson for Dak. I would do it. Like Dak is, like I've been saying all year, Dak is a top 3 fantasy wide receiver this year. So yes, most definitely. Appreciate the hearts, y'all. If this is your first time checking me out, please be sure to drop me a follow. It says Henry or Mason Taylor. Give me Henry. I can't trust Justin Fields right now. Let's check on the other group. Okay, other group is still good. Everything is still good. So we talked about D'Andre Swift. We talked about Rachaad White. And then another guy that I'm interested in playing this week is Jordan Mason. If you see what Tet was able to do versus the Giants, you want to be in on Jordan Mason. What Scatterbo was able to do to Philly. You want to be in on Jordan Mason. He's been decent this year. So I like Jordan Mason a lot. Let me see what other questions we have. If I miss a question, just re-ask it. It says Fields against the Panthers or Stroud against the Seahawks. Yeah, I'm not messing with Fields, so give me Stroud. Quentin Johnson or Worthy for the start? Give me Worthy. Traded Bucky and Kraft for Dunze. I have Ferguson. That's solid. I'm not mad at that at all. Dunze's been nice. Obviously, Dunze didn't have the game that we wanted last week, but he's been nice. Fannin or Taylor? Give me Fannin. With Njoku being out. Garrett Wilson for Bill. At this point, I would say yes. Appreciate the gift. At this point, I would say, yeah, Garrett Wilson for Bill is fair. Garrett Wilson is hurt. We don't know how long Garrett Wilson is going to be out. And on top of that, Justin Fields is not good at all. So I'm not mad at that at all. It says, take Tennessee, Washington, and USC money line. Oof. So it's take Tennessee, Washington, and USC on the money line. I don't do a lot of sports betting, but I do believe in Tennessee this week. Yeah, so I can help you too much on that. I don't do the betting. ETN or Dowdle, give me Dowdle. Until Dowdle goes cold, I'm all in. I just posted a video on TikTok, so you guys go check that out. I just put out trading for Dowdle. Y'all go in that video and let me know if that video makes sense. Drop your comments in there. If I'm wrong, I'm wrong. Like, I believe that Dowdle is going to be a nice back moving forward. I don't know what happens with Chuba Hubbard. Says Jets might go 0-17. They really might. The Jets are just bad right now. Like, they're probably drafting their quarterback next year for sure. Says, would you trade Rico and Boutte for Ashton and Trey Tucker? I would. Absolutely. Says pick 2, Swift, Vidal, Boutte, Bourne. Evans, Tez Johnson. I don't know what happens with Evans, so I'm gonna count him out. But give me Swift and give me Bourne this week. It says trading away Gibbs, Bucky, Fannin for Junkins, Javonte, BTJ, and Ted. It's solid. It's solid, but you're giving up a lot though. You're giving up a lot. That's all I can say. But I understand it because Bucky's hurt. Bucky's hurt. So it's really Gibbs and Fanning for everything else that you're getting. In a whole, what you're getting back is going to outscore what you gave up. It says, OG, can you say happy birthday to my little brother, Dixon? Hey, happy birthday, Dixon. I pray that this is your best year yet, man. Happy birthday, my guy. It says Aaron Glenn should just have stayed in Detroit. Absolutely. Aaron Glenn is having a bad time right now. The only thing that he can celebrate is his pockets. His pockets went all the way up. So yeah, that's cool. Let me see. Let me get back to my notes real quick. Let me see how the YouTube group is doing. Let me see if I have any questions over there. Cancel. All right. For those that are watching on YouTube and other various platforms, if this is your first time checking me out, please drop me a follow or subscribe. Let's go ahead and get into the notes. Because when I have to stop answer questions, it kind of throws me off, but it's all good. Scatterbo this week. Scatterbo is a must start for me moving forward. Must start moving forward. It says traded Jordan Mason for Worthy. I think that's even. Worthy should be good this season. The rest of the way. I mean, Rashee Rice is coming back. If you needed a receiver, then yeah, Worthy makes sense. What you think about trading Kamara, Jacoby Myers for Wan'Dale and Godwin? I mean, it's one of those trades, like, it doesn't really sway me either way. I would say that I like what Kamara and Jacoby can be. Wan'Dale has been nice and consistent for the most part. Godwin is just a wild card. Is he ever going to be healthy? And when he is he ever going to be able to produce? So, yeah, that trade I'm not too sure of either side, honestly. It says May or Baker this week, man. It's hard to go against May or Baker, but I'm gonna go Baker. Hall or Scat, give me Scat. Otten or Addison, give me Addison. Vikings, Colts, Lions defense, give me the Vikings this week. I know they're playing the Eagles. I just have a good feeling about the Vikings. Let me see. Hall or Scat, give me Scat. All right, so yeah, I talked about Scat. Scat had a great week last week, 3 touchdowns. He has 5 touchdowns on the season. He also receives the ball. He has 20 receptions this year for 155 yards. So he's a do-it-all back. He's averaging 16.6 points in fantasy right now. So I love what Scatterbo brings to the table. He's killing it. Hey, what's good? What's good? It says, Nahal, appreciate you hopping on the stream. It says, is Kendre droppable? I won't drop Kendre just yet. If Kamara gets traded, then you have Kendre Miller, a guy that's going to be able to grab a bunch of work and volume. So hold on to Kendre. Hold on to Kendre just a little bit longer. Galaxy Pickers, appreciate you hopping on the stream, man. Y'all go check out Galaxy Pickers YouTube channel. Great YouTube channel, by the way. It says, tough choice. Do I start Junkins or JCM full PPR? JCM let us all down last week, including me. So I'm mad at JCM right now, but Junkins has a juicy matchup this week. You can go either way. I think that Junkins is safe and JCM is the high upside. All right, let's get to some more questions. It says May or Baker this week. Yeah, we talked about that one. Give me Baker. Drake May or Dak. Give me Dak. Although I love Drake May. Genty, Kyren, or Junkins. I need 2. Give me Junkins and give me Genty. Kyren is nice too. Really, you can't go wrong with any of those 3. It says, what should I start? T. Higgins or Pittman? Give me Pittman. Genty, Kyren, or Scat, or JCM. Pick 3. Give me Genty, Scat, and JCM. JCM pissed me off last week, but I still love his matchup. Picker says, hey, I appreciate that for sure. Thank you, man. Nahal says, I need to drop someone for defense. I got Coker, on IR, and I don't want to wait too long. Yeah, then you drop them. Coker's droppable. It's between Spears, Kendra, and Burden for me. If those are the three, then I will drop Burden. That's just how I see it. It says, you won't believe it, but I was offered Baker for Pollard last week. The other team was desperate for a running back. I smashed accept. Absolutely, man. You won that one. You won that one. Baker Mayfield is an elite quarterback this year. What is it, like 12 touchdowns to 1 interception? Baker Mayfield is in running for MVP right now. Like the way he has that team playing, and it doesn't matter what receiver is out there. For Baker, he continues to compete. Like Tez Johnson, Cameron Johnson this week, the Johnson brothers, and Sterling Shepard. He's still going to go out there. He's still going to put up close to 300 yards passing and also close to 3 touchdowns. Somebody's asking Kamara Vidal this week only. Give me Vidal. Mahomes or May, give me May. Merritt or Swift, give me Merritt. Yeah, give me Merritt. I know Swift just had a great game, but yeah, give me Merritt. Some other running backs that I like this week. I like J.K. Dobbins a lot. He's going against the Giants. J.K. Dobbins is averaging 12.8 fantasy points per game. He has 442 yards rushing so far this season, 6 receptions for 23 yards and 4 touchdowns. J.K. Dobbins is a stud. Swift or Dobbins, give me Dobbins. I just talked about Dobbins. Yeah, give me Dobbins. I like Swift as well this week, but yeah, Dobbins is the more consistent guy. He's going to be the guy that gets you those consistent stats. DJ or Warren, start, sit. Give me Warren. Give me Warren. Is that Warren the running back or is that Warren the tight end? But either way, I almost want to say Warren. It says trade Hampton, Vidal, Myers for. It says and Higgins for Javonte Williams and Pacheco. No, I wouldn't do that. Vidal or Judy. Is that what it said? These questions are coming in fast. I think it said Vidal and Judy. I can't even scroll back to go get it. If it's give me Vidal. McLaurin, Metcalf, give me Metcalf. Yeah, Vidal, Genty. Oh, you go Genty. But I understand why you asked the question. You know, Genty's up and down, but then Vidal just had a good game. You got to go, you know. All right, rest of the season, would you rather have Nix or Darnold as your QB2? Give me Nix, just because of the rushing upside. But Darnold has been looking good. I can't even lie. JSN is there, but Nix just gives you that rushing upside. Because I want to flip either one over the next couple weeks. Yeah, just grab one, flip. Hey, Jason, what's good? Says start one. Sticky Ricky, if he plays. I like Iron Manor. Wendell Robinson. Follow up with 2 flex. Pollard or Vidal. Okay, so if Ricky plays, you play Ricky. But if not, give me Wendell Robinson over Alec, and then give me Vidal over Pollard this week. Just which 2 running backs handcuffs are the best right now? Spears, Miller, Tootin, Corum, Algier. Algier is good. I like Kendra Miller a lot. I got to figure out what happens with Kamara. So I have Kamara and Pollard, so that's why I have Spears and Miller currently. Absolutely. Start one this week, rest of the season. Fields a Dart, give me Dart. Yeah, Dart is becoming a must start every single week. So let's go ahead and check out TikTok, see what they're asking. Since I traded Pickens and Diggins for Jetta Ridley, did I win? With trades, I don't know who wins trades until 3-4 weeks from the time the trade was made. I do like Pickens a lot, and Diggs was balling a couple weeks ago, but you're getting Justin Jefferson. Ridley's out. So it's like, who won? That was an even trade. Nobody won. Hey, appreciate the follow, y'all. Appreciate the follow. Appreciate the subscribe. Appreciate everything that y'all are giving me out there. Start one this week. Rest of season. Ertz, 55 points total. Ingram, Schultz, Fant. Give me Ertz. Ertz just scored. Ertz should score again. Fant and Schultz, we can't really trust them. And then Fant is playing on Thursday night. Let me see. Start one. Rest of the season. I'm not messing with Fields the rest of the season, so it'll have to be between Love or Daniel Jones for me. But Love, Daniel Jones, Caleb, they're all pretty good quarterbacks. I would go, based off of matchup, I'll probably go Love. Let me see. Start one rest of the season. Ertz, Mason Taylor, Ingram. Give me Ertz. It says, okay, to drop Carter for Spears, Corum Al-Algier. Yeah, I will drop Carter. Yeah, Carter's done as the running back on Arizona, and he's not even giving you much. You have Bam, who started last week, right? So we don't know what's going on with Kyler Murray. It says, start Dak or Baker this week. Give me, Dak is going against that trash Commanders defense. Give me Dak. Give me Dak. It says, do I give Wilson and Collins for Jefferson? It's all right. It's all right. It's not great. It's not bad. The thing is Jefferson still Jefferson? Is Jefferson producing like Jefferson? That's the question. That's the first question. If he's producing like Jefferson to you, then you make that trade. If you feel like Jefferson can give you the same thing that Nico Collins is giving you, then you just kind of stay put where you're at. It says, let me switch tabs. Okay. It says, I have Njoku and Kincaid on bye. Drop Njoku for Barner, I would. Start Debo or Sutton. Give me Sutton. Ladd or Debo, give me Ladd. Metcalf or Rashad White, give me Rashad White. Monty, Allen, Dobbins, BTJ in the flex. Give me, I'm going to go safe. Give me Dobbins. Dak or Hurts, give me Dak. Jason writes, who would you rather have rest of the season, Ricky or Mike Evans? Give me Ricky. And I know both are hurt. If you guys are watching from YouTube or Twitch or TikTok, please subscribe and please follow. Ladd or Debo? Give me Ladd. It says Hawk or Myers? Give me Hawk. It says, do I give Wilson and Collins for Jefferson? I wouldn't. And which Wilson? Which Wilson? There's plenty of Wilsons out there. I don't know which Wilson you're talking about. Let me know which Wilson. Because Nico Collins and Jefferson are about the same in production-wise. So I don't know which Wilson that is to add to get a Jefferson. Appreciate the follow. All right, so running backs that I also like this week is Konami Vidal. He played well this past week with 123 yards rushing. So remember, we were talking about Vidal and Haskins all last week. It was Vidal. I told you guys Vidal, and that was one that I got right. So Vidal, I like Vidal again this week. I like Woody Marks. I think he's going to get more love this week than Chuck. Kenneth Gainwell, Warren. That's going to be like, okay, who do you start? And you're playing against the Bengals, so both guys should kind of go off there. Vidal or Jordan Mason, give me Jordan Mason. Rashee Rice, McMillan, and Olave in the wide receiver spot. Give me McMillan. It says, I'm losing my mind every week. Losing my mind every wide receiver I pick up is injured. Yeah, this is the year to have as many players on your team as possible because injuries will happen. And injuries is like literally wrecking everybody's season. So, yeah, it's just not you. It's happening to everybody. It says, should I accept I get Dallas Goedert and Woody Marks? He gets Chuba. Yes, absolutely. Absolutely. I think that Chuba Hubbard is done. Start Dak or Baker. Give me Dak. Yeah, Dak is going off. CD Lamb is going off. Sorry, the Commanders' defense is just that bad. Everybody's going off against the Commanders. So, breaking news: George Kittle will return to practice today. So, George Kittle could be coming back. So keep an eye out on that. Caleb Williams or Daniel Jones. Give me Caleb Williams. Picked up Olave 15 minutes ago, and then got alert that he's now questionable. Happens. You got to watch it. You got to see the final practice report, which usually takes place Friday. By Friday, you start to kind of realize or know which players are going to be playing, which players are not going to be playing. And also, one thing that I love about Sleeper app is that if you play in fantasy on the Sleeper app, there's this thing that you can sub players out without subbing players out. So, for example, let's say Olave is questionable, right? You click on Olave, but then they'll give you an option to swap him out with another player. And most leagues give you 3 of those. So I do that. I set it up. And that way I don't have to worry about it. I might say Olave, he might not play, but I'm going to sub him out with Keenan Allen. So then if ultimately Olave doesn't play, it automatically puts Keenan Allen into the lineup. That's why I love the Sleeper app. Matter of fact, Sleeper needs to partner up with me so I can market for them and get more people involved on Sleeper. I think Sleeper is the best fantasy app there is out there. So, excuse me, y'all. All right, it says Bucks wide receivers or Josh Downs. Man, that's tough. That is tough. I guess I have to say Buck wide receivers, man. I trust Baker Mayfield more than I trust Daniel Jones. Appreciate the gifts, y'all. Appreciate the hearts. Appreciate the follows. All right. Let's see where we are. We are at 246 follows. Right now, my target goal is 250. So you guys are definitely showing love, man. Appreciate all the love. It says Gibbs or Kyron. Give me Gibbs. Which Bucks wide receivers? Flip a coin. Flip a coin because it's going to be a crapshoot. We don't know. We don't know. Is it going to be Terrence Johnson? Is it going to be Cameron Johnson? I really don't know. Is it going to be Sterling Shepard? So in places that I need running backs, wide receivers, I just put one in there. I don't know. All I know is that Baker Mayfield is playing unbelievable. And if any of those Bucks receivers score, it's going to help you. So I can't pinpoint and say that's going to be the guy. I don't know. Baker doesn't care either. The Baker just throws the ball. Xavier Worthy or Bourne, give me Xavier Worthy. No, give me Bourne. Give me Bourne over Xavier Worthy. It says Goddard for Breece Hall good. It's fair. It's fair either way. I would make the trade for either one of those players. If I need a running back, give me Breece. If I need a tight end, give me Dallas Goddard. Let me see. Gibbs for Kyron Gibbs. We'll talk about that one. It says, would you do Diggs and Bill for Breece and MPJ? Honestly, I don't know. I like the Diggs and Bill side. And who's MPJ? Michael Porter. Michael Pittman? Yeah, definitely give me Bill side for sure. For those that are hopping on YouTube and Twitch, appreciate you guys hopping on. For those that are on TikTok, appreciate you guys. Stafford or Fields? Stafford. We're no longer starting Fields. We will never start Fields for the rest of the season. We're done with him. We're done with him. Fields has to show me 3 consecutive good games for me to trust him again in my lineups. I'm not doing it. It says Warren Wilson for a chain and Jordan Addison. I like the Jordan Addison side. All right. It says trade JSN and Sutton for Rice and Lamb. I guess Rice and Lamb is a logical thing, but the way that Pickens has been playing, Rashee Rice, we haven't seen him. We know who JSN is. We know who Sutton is. So it's more risk to trade JSN and Sutton to get Lamb and Rice. It's more risk on the Lamb and Rice side. Carter, what's good, man? Appreciate you hopping on the stream. If you're new to the channel, please drop a follow if you would like. Steelers defense or Chiefs defense this week? I have the Chiefs defense over the Steelers defense. I get the Bengals, but hey, it's Thursday night. Thursday night is weird. Anything can happen. Joe Flacco could go crazy. We don't know. It says Olave or Vidal this week. I will go Olave. I see a negative game script where the Saints are losing, so the Saints are going to have to pass and stay in the game. So that just bodes well for Olave this week. Appreciate the questions. It says trade Rico and Carter after week 6 for Derrick Henry. No. For me, I'm a Rico guy now. Rico has bought me over. I know Rico has played 2 of the weaker defenses, but can we trust Derrick Henry? Do you guys trust that Lamar comes back? Like what Derrick Henry did last week was great, But can Derrick Henry keep it up? He's been so inconsistent. Go look at the Derrick Henry numbers. I don't know if I can trade Rico for Derrick Henry right now. Is they still have Gibbs, Scat, Benson, Hendo, Kendrick. I mean, I hear you. I would trade. If I'm trading Rico, I'm going to try to get something better than Derrick Henry. Or somebody more consistent than Derrick Henry. And it's crazy to even say that. I said start 2. London, Nico, Rice. Give me London and Nico. I'm not starting Rice until I see what Rice can do. That's just me. Waddle, Metcalf, London, Diggs, and Swift. Give me Waddle, Metcalf, and London. Appreciate the hearts, man. Appreciate the hearts. Appreciate the love. Appreciate the follows. And appreciate the questions, most importantly. We are almost at our goal of 250 follows. I appreciate you guys. It says Ted McMillan or Rashee Rice for the rest of the season. For the rest of the season, right? Give me Ted. Like I said, I haven't seen Rashee Rice, man. I know what Rashee Rice brings to the table, but I haven't seen him this year. I haven't seen him. Ted is just up and coming. He just scored 2 touchdowns this last game. If you guys was on the last slide, I predicted Ted to score a touchdown. He scored 2. So Ted is up and coming. Ted is a target monster. There's nobody competing with Ted for targets over there. It says even with Chuba Hubbard possibly splitting carries with Rico and Henry having no comp and the easier schedule, hey, do what's best for you. For me, I'm on the Rico train, and I could be wrong. I could be totally wrong. I'm not always right. A lot of times I'm wrong, but I have a good feeling. Even with Chuba coming back, I think that Rico has done enough to carve out a role. It could be a 60-40 split, then eventually 70-30, then possibly 80-20. But you are right, though. This is the time to sell Rico. If you're going to sell Rico, sell him high. And if you feel like getting Derrick Henry is far more superior, then you do it. You go with what your gut tells you. Rico or Jaylen Warren, give me Rico. Marks, Spears, Pollard, or Michael Carter? Pollard, I guess. Trade Dobbins for Hall. I get Hall. Yeah, get Hall. Dowdle or Stevenson, give me Dowdle. Hey, shoot your boy a follow if you guys like what you guys are hearing. If you guys are enjoying the content, I put out content all the time on TikTok and YouTube. Do little shorts here and there. So come on every week, twice a week to do starts and sits as well as waiver wire. Last week I couldn't do the waiver wire this week. I got so busy. Went to see that movie with The Rock in it, and it was cool. It was a cool little movie. Kind of gave like a background of MMA and all that good stuff. But yeah. So trade Ted, K9, Ricky, and Puka 2 for 4. Okay, you're trading Ted, K9, and Ricky for Puka. I'd rather keep Ted side. We don't know how long Puka's going to be out. It says I got BTJ, Worthy, Higgins, Marks, Mason Taylor. Yeah, I'd rather keep what you got. Going for Puka is nice, but how long is Puka out? Then when he comes back, is he the same player? If you're winning and you feel like you can withstand all the injuries and everything, then hey, then you do that. Let me see. All right. For those who want to support the channel, my Venmo is Frizzle Fresh. Says trade Kelsey, K. Allen, and Johnston for Adams and Kraft, and says I also got Ferguson. I'd rather keep the Kelsey, Allen, and Quentin Johnson side. Yeah, I don't think Adams is going to be what Puka is. Like Adams is going to be nice, but Adams isn't what Adams used to be, if that makes sense. So I wouldn't make that trade. Pittman, Dobbs, Addison, or Vidal. I don't like any of them, but if I had to pick, I'm gonna go Pittman. Maybe Pittman has his breakout game this week, or returns back to form. Pittman has been more consistent this year, So yeah, I'm gonna lean that side. It says Junkins for King Henry. I don't know, man. I'm not too excited about King Henry. So any question you guys ask me involving King Henry, I'm not in. I'm not in on King Henry. I'm not in on Saquon Barkley. That's just me personally. It says Scatterbo and Pittman Jr. for Henry. Give me the Scatterbo side. Junkins and King Henry, give me the Junkins side. Says that I win this trade. CMC and Rashee Rice for Mason Taylor, Breece Hall. I like the CMC side. That's Taylor, Breece Hall. So it comes down to CMC, JT, they're the same. So it comes down to who do I like more between Rashee Rice and Breece Hall? I like Rashee Rice more. We don't know what happens with that Jets defense. We don't even know if Breece Hall is getting traded this year. So Rodgers and Breece Hall also put something on his Instagram. Breece Hall is not happy at all with being on the Jets. It said free something. So he wants out. So we don't know how that's going to pan out. Rodgers or Darnold? Give me Darnold. Rodgers is safe though. All right, y'all get y'all questions in. I will be ending the stream in 15 minutes. But in the meantime, let me give you guys the other position groups. This week, Tony Pollard versus the Pats is a sit. I don't trust any running back out of the AZ backfield this week. Nick Chubb, I don't like this week. I like Woody Marks a little bit more. Pacheco, I don't trust anybody on that Chiefs backfield as well. It said Rodgers or Darnold. We talked about that when we talked about this one. It says trade away Ladd and ETN for Gibbs. I like Ladd and ETN side. They're going to score more points, but if you want that elite running back, then you go Gibbs. Trade Josh Allen and Swift for JJ and Junkins? No. Oh, you have May. Okay, I get it. If you have May, then yeah, it definitely makes sense. Yeah, in one quarterback league, you can always trade your best quarterback and keep the backup guy and then get more value in all of the positions. This is Worthy and Dobbins for Cortland. It's an 8-man. I'd rather have Worthy and Dobbins, honestly. That's more than Cortland Sutton, but it's 8-man, so it really doesn't matter. It says start 2, Tet, Worthy, Mason Taylor, Higgins, Woody. Give me Tet and give me Worthy. It says A.J. Brown for Chuba. A.J. Brown and Chuba for Tet, Pittman, and Kendre Miller. Yes. Give me Tet and Kendre Miller side. Yeah, Tet, Pittman, and Kendre Miller for sure. It says, all right, Jonathan, what's good, man? Appreciate you hopping on the stream. Please subscribe if you haven't already. Jonathan is asking, start one PPR, Diggs, Wandale, Dobbs, or Jameson. It's got to be Diggs. It's between Diggs and Wandale. If you want safe, you go Wandale. If you want the biggest upside, you go Diggs. Great question, by the way. This is Marvin Harrison Jr. and Chase Brown for Addison and Jacory. I'll keep the Marvin Harrison side. That's just me. Nico, Rice, Waddle, pick one. Give me Nico. Appreciate the follow. All right. Did I miss any questions? Rico or Walker? Give me Rico. Can we really trust Kenneth Walker right now? Can we really trust anything that's happening in the Seattle backfield? It's kind of tough. believe Rico plays the Jets. That's going to be another juicy matchup for Rico. And then after that, Rico's going to play the Bills. And the Bills can't guard anybody. The Bills can't cover. They can't defend. They can't tackle. This could be 4 really good games for Rico. I'm just saying. I'm not saying, but I'm just saying. So if Rico just gave me 4 games this year, did those 4 games help me win my leagues, or did it help me lose my leagues? So I'm in for those big games, big matchups. It's this guy just sent me a trade, James Cook and Herbert for Genty and Stroud. Give me James Cook and Herbert. They're way more consistent. Way more consistent. Appreciate the hearts, y'all. Appreciate the love. Appreciate the follows. Javonte for Bucky and Marvin. Javonte for Bucky and Marvin. Yeah, give me Bucky and Marvin. I know Bucky and Marvin are down bad right now, but when they're healthy, they're going to be solid. Like, Javonte's been good. This is the time to sell Javonte for whatever that you can, but Javonte does have value. It says start Fields or Purdy. Give me Purdy. Even if Purdy isn't starting, even if Purdy's hurt, I'm still going Purdy over Fields. Y'all cannot convince me to start Fields. I'm not starting Fields. I can't do it. I cannot do it. After what I saw last week, 9 sacks, and this guy was holding the ball, and he was the reason why he was sacked 9 times for the majority, and then Garrett Wilson being out. Give me any healthy quarterback over Justin Fields. That's just how I feel about it. Y'all cannot convince me. Nobody can convince me to start Fields this week. I can't do it. It's almost impossible to do. When a quarterback goes out there and puts up, 45 yards last week? Won't be me. He's not messing up my team. Warren or Laporta, give me Warren. Yeah, and I don't trust Kenneth Walker this week at all. So, whatever y'all want to do with that information is up to y'all. Let's go ahead and look at some quarterbacks to start and sit this week. I love Drake May. Drake May is a virtually must start every single week. This guy's at 1,500 yards passing. He's 12 touchdowns, 2 interceptions. Like I said, man, the guy is accurate, man. He's accurate. He's making players like Kayshon Boutte look amazing. Start Scat or White. Give me Scat. Trade Rico for Tet and Genty. Did I fleece? Yeah, you fleeced. You cooked. You cooked. Like all the young guys say, yeah, you cooked. That's crazy. That's crazy. I like Jared Goff this week versus Tampa Bay. I also like Baker Mayfield. That could be a potential shootout, so I'm looking forward to that. Good trade. Debo and Donald for CMC. Yes, great trade. Pollard, Marks, or B. Knight. Oof. Man, that's rough. Give me Marks. Caleb this week versus New Orleans. That's a good matchup. Justin Fields this week versus Indianapolis. Another good matchup. You see, folks are in on Justin Fields, and I can understand. You're playing Carolina. He should run, but he forgot he can run last week. So for me, I can't start him. It's just hard to start this guy. Now, he does have 7 touchdowns this year and 0 picks, which is an improvement for Justin Fields. I hope Justin Fields plays well, but he's just somebody that I just can't trust. How about Trevor Lawrence this week? I like T-Law this week. Who's T-Law playing? T-Law has played great the last few weeks, so I'm going to start T-Law once again. He's trending up. Just Worthy or Rice? No, sorry. Diggs or Worthy? Give me Diggs. RX, you are welcome, man. So start Mason or Diggs at flex. Give me Diggs. It says traded CMC and George Pickens for James Cook, CD Lamb, AJ Brown. Good trade. It's not bad. It's not bad. I would say that CD Lamb and AJ Brown is obviously greater than Pickens, and then James Cook has been a top 7 back, and he can put up CMC type numbers when he gets the volume. So that's a good trade for you. Patriots, coming for it all. Hey, much power to y'all. The Patriots do have a really good team. They do have a really good team. Since BTJ is my wide receiver 5, so what running back should I go make a push to get? It's all kinds of backs. Like I like Rico right now. I like Scatterbo. I like JCM. There's a plethora of running backs that I like. Dobbins. These are guys that are cheaper that you can possibly go grab right now. There are people that don't believe in Rico Dowdle, so why not go trade your 5th best guy to go grab? Yeah, man, what's up? Dallas Goedert or Waller? Give me Dallas Goedert, especially coming out of that great, amazing game. Let me see. Who else? Says, do I start Shepard or Higgins this week? Give me Shepard. Pick 3. Butte, D. Smith, DJ Moore, McLaurin, or Iron Man. Man, this is horrible. Give me McLaurin, give me D. Smith, and give me Butte, I guess. DJ Moore is possibly hurt. Hamstring injury. JCM and BTJ for Genty and Jordan Addison. Give me the Jordan Addison side. That's a win right there. It says K9 and Myers for Alec and Brees. Give me Alec and Brees. Brandon, what's good, man? Welcome to the channel. Please sub if you haven't already. Brandon writes, do I start Diggs or Golden? At this point, you got to go Golden. You got to go Golden. Diggs have looked bad the last couple weeks. I would go Golden if that's the options there. It says, or do I pick up Downs? Downs just had his best week. I think Golden is the best of Golden is yet to come. So I'm going to go Golden out of those 3 guys. It says, please answer my question. What is your question? Questions are coming in left and right. It says, my Chase Brown for Terry McLaurin. Yes. The thing is, I have Gibbs, Rico, Rashad. I just need a solid 2 instead of these temporary guys. I understand. All right. Let me see. The thing is, okay. So let's trade Rico Dowdle for who? I need a receiver. Man, you can get almost any receiver you want. Like I said, there's going to be people like me who is excited to have a Rico. Like I just traded Jordan Addison for Rico yesterday. And I'm a Jordan Addison guy. But I needed a running back. So, like I said, any second-tier wide receiver, a team like the guy that had all those receivers, like BTJ, you can trade Rico Dowdle right now for a BTJ. There are people that have 5 wide receivers. So, most definitely. Go make a push. System so deep. Yeah, absolutely. Trade BTJ and get your running back. And then you trade Rico Dowdle and then you go get you a receiver like BTJ. Since I traded Dowdle for Derrick Henry, is that a good trade? That's a good trade if you believe in Derrick Henry. For me, I don't believe in Derrick Henry. So, but that's a good trade. Like Derrick Henry is possibly going to be more consistent and more safe. But for me, it's Rico. So it's AJ Brown or Addison. Give me AJ Brown. I take that back. Give me Addison. Give me Addison. It says trade Baker Mayfield and Wan'Dale Robinson for Lamar and Sutton. Nah. Keeping Baker. Is Lamar even coming back? Is Lamar even healthy? Trade 2. Adams and Worthy for Pittman, Debo, Sutton, Rice. Give me Adams and give me Rashid. I'm gonna pick Rashid finally. I know y'all been waiting for me to pick Rashid. I'm gonna pick Rashid. Why not? It says, who would you pick up in place of Emeka? Tez, Cam, or Shep? I'm gonna go Shep. I think Shep is the vet, so Shep should be number 1. But Baker Mayfield does not care. He's gonna pass to everybody. Drop Nick Chubb for Woody. Yes. Thoughts on Chase Brown? I don't trust Chase Brown. He's benched everywhere. Chase Brown is not starting in any of my leagues right now. I have JJ Lamb, QJ, and Rome. Which of these three do I start? Shane J. Lamb and Rome. Schultz or Barner? Give me Barner. Debo or Devonta Smith? Give me Debo. Taylor, Fannin, or Waller? Give me Fannin. I thought I could trust Waller, but Waller has just fallen off. Does Matthew Golden or Terry McLaurin in a flex? Give me Matthew Golden. But if Terry's healthy, then you go Terry, because Terry should be playing a weaker Cowboys offense this week. Other quarterbacks that I like this week, I like Bo Nix, I like Jordan Love, I like Aaron Rodgers. I even like Daniel Jones playing against the tough Chargers defense. Matthew Stafford has been decent. He's been consistent. I love Jackson Dart. I do not like Tua. Bench him. Sam Darnold is going to struggle this week versus Houston. Sorry to break it to y'all. Vidal or Stevenson? Give me Stevenson. Brees for Henry. I think that's fair. I'm not a Henry guy. I don't trust Brees right now. So two guys I don't believe in right now. Wan'Dale Robinson or Debo? Give me Debo. Diggs, Pittman, Boutte. Then give me Pittman. I trust him more. It's just a lot going on over there in New England. It can be anybody on any given week. Spears, Dallas Goedert, Monty. So I give away Hampton and Pickens. Spears, Goddard, Monty. I give away Hampton and Pickens. Nah. I'm keeping Hampton. I'm keeping Pickens. Now, a separate trade, I would trade Hampton for something else. Boutte or Coker in a flex. Give me Boutte. It says, thanks, fam. I'm going on 6-0. Hey, nice, man. Keep it going. Ferguson, Kraft, or Laporte. It's going to be Ferguson. Ferguson coming into last week was the tight end one. Like, it's going to be hard for me to go against Ferguson. And then Ferguson is playing the lowly Commanders this week. So how can I go against him? Just saying. Don't know what happened on the stream, y'all. Took my camera away, but it's all good. We're almost done anyways. We got 5 more minutes on the stream. Caleb or Hurts? Give me Caleb. This is I have K9 and Jennings, and I feel like I can't drop both. Jennings, I guess. I'm dropping Jennings and keeping K9. Nico or Kyron? Give me Nico. I could get for one Kelsey, Diggs, Rico. Is it worth it? I like Rico, but I don't think I would trade Nico for Rico. I won't do that. Now, Kyron, I would trade Kyron for Rico plus, or I would do it straight up. I like it. There's a league where I benched Kyron and started Rico. So go figure. Tez Johnson or Coker? Give me Tez Johnson. I don't know if Coker is even healthy. I don't know. Gainwell or Woody? Give me Woody. But both pieces are solid pieces this week.